guys, it's your boy Trey, or like you like to call AChosennKing 3, and today's video is going to be a little different. I have something that I want to get off of my chest. So, I watched the college football championship between Michigan and Washington. Michigan won the championship, but I feel some type of way about it because I personally believe, and this is my honest opinion, I truly believe that Michigan should never been in the college football playoff to begin with, and I truly believe that they should never won the college football championship. See, for people who don't know, before, or I should say during the season, in the beginning of the season, Michigan was not good. They were not good. They were an average team to the point that their coach, Jim Harbaugh, was about to get fired. All of a sudden, there's a situation that happened that Michigan got caught sign stealing. And basically what sign stealing is basically stealing other teams' plays and knowing them for themselves. So basically, whoever was the head of Michigan gave it to Jim Harbaugh, and Jim Harbaugh gave it back to the kids, to the players of Michigan. And now they went and know the team's plays, and all of a sudden they just started winning games all of a sudden. And what I have a problem with is how they were caught cheating, but the college football league didn't do nothing about it, and they were in the college football playoff. It's not fair to me because other teams that didn't do that, they didn't get in the college football playoff. Michigan got in. Teams like Texas, Washington, Ohio State, Florida State could have got in, but they didn't get in. So we're going to watch a small clip about what I am talking about. So let's get into the video.
But they've done it. But they did it on the last hour.
I totally agree with you on that. But that is, I understand. Listen, criminals get alerted to what their crimes are and who's accusing them of it.
Right.
So there's no question. You're absolutely right about that. I'm just saying you can't just leave it open-ended and send them to the college football players. You got to reach a resolution.
But they got.
Do you think they should be allowed to play in the
absolutely
college football
the players 100? Listen, whether Harbaugh is on the sideline, if them dudes keep winning, you put them in the CFP championship, whatever they earn. This is my other thing.
You ain't worried about Coach Marone. You ain't worried about Coach Marone crying even more on national television and stuff like that. You ain't worried about that.
You're gonna.
And for people who don't know, that actually happened after Jim Harbaugh got suspended for 3 games. The other coach for Michigan was crying after they beat Ohio State, or I forgot what. I don't think. Comment down below what team they faced. He was doing all this emotional crying and saying, I love this team. We're doing so good, when there's a reason why they beat that team. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Punish kids that most likely had zero idea about what was happening. All those kids do is practice 5 days a week.
And do what the coach tells them to do.
Hold on, I'm not done. Go to school, get educated, go to practice, and then go execute it on Saturday.
Saturday.
It's 100% fair.
Saturday. It was the kids that benefited. If this is true, they benefited from it.
Exactly.
Listen. If every do you think that Michigan football program is the only program that benefited?
Not the point.
It is the point.
That is not the point. That is not the point.
They just turned stuff in. They talked about Ohio State and I think it was.
I want to say something. I'm going to go back to Paul.
Some other thing about stealing signs. It's like, come on, man. I get, but you can't punish kids that had no knowledge of what was going on.
Kids been being punished for decades in college.
And that's the thing I disagree with Jeff about. Stephen A. and Shannon said, yes, they were involved, but they benefited from it. The fact that the coach brought it back to them, they benefited because they were a part of it on the team. That's their head coach. And the fact that they got it, they received that. They basically were a part of the scandal, and they were okay with it. So they basically were a part of the whole thing. Totally disagree with Jeff about not punishing the kids. That should be a punishment because no other team in college football this year has done that. No other college football team. Washington never did that. Texas never did that. Ohio State never did that. Purdue never did that. They let Michigan slide. And that's my problem with the whole Michigan thing. That is exactly right.
So stop now. So it's okay?
I'll get to that.
Because it's happened, we should say it's okay?
I'm coming back to it. Go ahead, Paul, because I know you got something you want to say. I'll pick back up that.
I just want to say one thing, Stephen A. and Jeff and Shannon. In the report from the commissioner Friday afternoon, I mean, he lays out a very convincing case. It's not the final result, but let's not think that we don't have any information here. We do have an enormous amount of information. And if you put this in a civil context, if you work for a company and you're accused of something fairly serious, you very well will be suspended. You may even be suspended with pay. That doesn't mean you're going to be ultimately fired. And that's where we are. We're in the middle of this, but the Big Ten has every right to do what it did, and all these people throwing up due process. Come on, read the Fifth Amendment, read the 14th Amendment, understand what you're talking about, Jim Harbaugh, when you start throwing around words that you don't know what they mean. And I do agree, though. I mean, this sounds like a split decision here, Stephen A., but I don't think there's enough evidence right now to throw Michigan out of the playoffs, but I think there's an overwhelming amount of evidence to keep Jim Harbaugh off the sidelines.
But that's where I'm uncomfortable, because people are interpreting me saying, do it now. No, what I'm trying to say, Jeff Saturday, is that let the investigation continue. If you find, if I find, if Shannon Sharp is the coach at Michigan, and Shannon Sharp has been fed this information by Paul Feinbaum, who infiltrated somebody else's sideline and stole signs and signals, he gave it to Shannon, and then Shannon goes to the players and say, schematically, this is what, y'all just brought up the bomb blitz, right? Here's what we gonna do, because this is what they're going to do with this particular play, because here's the intel that we have on it. Those players who exercised that strategy benefited from the tutelage that Shannon provided. And that's what I'm saying. If that transpired, if you can't act like the kids didn't benefit at the expense of other kids who may not have done it, or hasn't been caught, or hasn't been accused. You cannot ignore that. There is no way you can ignore that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Like I said, not fair to the other teams who didn't do that, who didn't cheat to win, who didn't cheat to get to the college football playoff. It's not fair to the other kids, and that's where my heart goes out to them. In the championship game, when Michigan won, all the players, they were like literally all emotional for winning the championship when they know their dang reason why they won. Personally, they should never been in the college football playoff. But now they want to act like, oh my gosh, we won the championship. We were just that good of a team. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. And they literally got a pass for cheating in the college football. Literally got a pass. And I feel bad for every team. I feel bad for Washington, because I believe they should never face Michigan in the championship. I truly believe that.
My point to you is this: to punish the university, like you said, if they got through everything and they can find all the way through what you're saying, that the players benefited, the coach used it for whatever it is, they get all the way through that thing. There's no way they can do that in 3 weeks.
Okay.
And my point is this: they went to Happy Valley. They played Penn State on the road without their coach. You know who could have had a scouting program? They're going to run it 39 times down your throat and ultimately win the game. I don't care what signals you need, bro. They are a good, if not great, football team
what happened
that has
weeks leading up to the Penn State game.
Well, their biggest 3 games are now. They just played Happy Valley. They're going to play Ohio State. They got to beat Maryland or whatever.
But they said this thing was going on for the last 2 years. They went 12-2, 13-1 within the college football
playoffs. That's
players
what I'm saying, though. As you're pushing all this out, so we're going to vacate all the wins that they've had, or we're going to say
But you do know that they've done that in college. You do know wins have been vacated in college. You do know that, right?
Absolutely.
Championships have been vacated.
But here's the thing.
I truly believe they should vacate the title. After tonight, I feel like they should vacate the title, because I really truly believe, and I know I'm going to get some people in the comments like, oh no, Michigan does deserve it. It doesn't matter if they cheated. They played their hearts out. No, it does matter, because teams, I watched college football this year, y'all, and no team has cheated but Michigan. Jim Harbaugh got a 3-game suspension because of that, but the players got no punishment. Like, what is that? So I truly believe that they should vacate the title and not give it to Michigan.
You're saying let's not allow them to play in the CFP. You know who else that hurts? Why does it hurt football players? Because the guys who are scouting them for the combine, they want to know they're playing against the...
There you go. That's basically all I'm saying. My point is this. I truly believe that they should literally not have been in the college football playoff, and I truly believe that they should never won the college football championship. That's just me. After all the evidence you guys saw, literally all the evidence you guys have heard, there should have been no way that Michigan should have been in the college football playoff and won a championship. Also, at the end of the video, Pine Fonbon also says that Michigan fans are they're almost like Cowboy fans, like literally over the edge like Cowboy fans, which I find is so hilarious because Michigan fans are obnoxious. Let's just get that out of the way. They are so obnoxious about their team, and I also blame the fans because for them to cheer their team on for cheating that's a whole nother subject. But comment down below. Let me know, do you guys feel like Michigan should have still been a part of the college football playoff? And do you guys feel like they deserve to win the championship? You guys also believe that they should never been in the college football or never won a championship? Or do you guys believe the championship should be vacated? But I appreciate all the love and support you guys show the channel. I would love to hear your thoughts. I love you guys so much. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification button down below, and I'll see y'all next time. Remember, you guys are always chosen. God bless you all.